guys, this is Beesen from BeesenDesign, and today I'm going to be doing a quick basic tutorial on how to make text in Cinema 4D. Pretty much it's going to end up something like this, so let's get started. Now for beginners, you're going to come up here and click MoGraph and go down to text object, and then down here you type in what you want, so I guess I'll type in Beesen. And then you come down here to click font and something good, go for ethnocentric. It doesn't matter about the size, you can change that later. Alright, now chuck that in the middle. Now you gonna come down to here where it says depth, put it to about 100 just by clicking and dragging, and then now you're gonna come up to here and press Control and click and then drag down and release, and that's pretty much just duplicated the text object. Now these tools up here, this is moving the camera around, this is zooming in and out, this is rotating. You don't really need to know about the other one just yet. Now we're going to rotate the camera around to the side just so we get a good view from the side, and almost there. Alright, now you want to click the newly duplicated one and change the depth to about 60. Now these tools are just like when you put your text back and forth, your object. Now we're going to put it around about the middle, which is about there. Good enough? Still not good enough. Yeah, we'll just go with that. Alright, now from that you're going to want to go down to, still on the duplicated text, come down to caps, click start cap and go down to fillet cap, and then end cap and come down to fillet cap, and then where it says steps you want to put it up to 3 just by clicking, and then you just keep it at 5M. That's all good. Then you want to come down here and double click, and that will create a new material, and you simply double click on that. Now we'll go for make sure you have color selected and highlighted, double click, let's make a fluoro green, about, hang on, I'll just type it in, 72 255 0. Alright, that's good colour. Now bump up the brightness to about 200, that'll give us a better effect later on. Now you want to come down to reflection, highlight it, then tick it, and brightness, you want to drop that a lot, probably about 40 odd, and then you click on this little arrow, and then click Fresnel, and then this strength you want to put it to about 35, yeah, about there. Alright, then you want to double click, you click on the color and press Control and you drag to duplicate it, just like we did with the text object. Now you double click on this one and you want to come up to the color and you want to make it a black, so change everything to 0, and you want to drop the brightness down to about 100. Alright, and then just keep everything else the same. Now what you're going to want to do is click and drag the green onto the one that we didn't duplicate, which is going to be the front, and it'll come up here, and then you want to click the black and drag it onto the other one. Now if we click, this is like a preview render, it's not the full deal, it's just having a quick preview. Now that you can't really see, so what we're going to do is come down here, double click, new material, color. Now you want to make a white, so 255, 255, 255. Now we're going to put the brightness up to about 150, and go into reflection again, and about 20, and go into Fresnel, and then we're going to put that about 25, and yeah, the rest is all good. Now we're going to come up to this arrow light tool and click and hold and go onto floor, and then release. Now you're gonna want to position your text in the middle of the floor. So yeah, that's about right. Yeah, bit there. All right. Now you want to drag your white onto the floor. Make sure the arrow is pointing down, and it won't come up white, but it's good enough for the moment. And now what we're going to do is, all you got to do is just click, no holding. Alright, now with this light, you're going to, these are your control buttons. Maybe a bit closer. Now with the light selected, you want to come down to shadow, and then you want to drag it away from the text, about there, and then up. Click shadow map soft. This will give the text a bit of shadow behind it. As you can see, if you render it out, it gives it a bit of shadow. And the colour we've added to the floor gives it a nice reflection. Now you might want to make the light a bit lower and a bit closer. Alright, now let's see. Yeah, that's looking good. Alright, now we're going to come up to render settings, which is this button up here, and click it, and you go to general, all good, output. You're going to type 1280, and then height 720, and then the rest is all good just for the moment, as we're doing only a picture. And then file, you're just gonna want to just call it tutorial, and then you format, make it a JPEG, and then go options, and then you make it 100%, and the rest is all good. Then you want to come down to anti-aliasing and put geometry as best, and it's still image, and the rest is all good. Then you want to come down to effect and click ambient inclusion. This will just give it more quality and make it better. And you want to come to maximum ray length and click 350, enter, and then come back down to effect and click global illumination. And then you want to go to GI mode and click IR plus QMC still image, and then you want to put this diffuse depth at 2 and this gamma at 2.2, and then position where you want your photo to be. So you might, and the darkened area here and over here, the lightened area is where your picture will be. That's the size of the pixels you've selected, which is 1280 and 720. So keep it inside here, and that's what the picture will be. So we'll just do, and once ambient inclusion and global illumination are selected, it's going to take a very, very long time to preview. So that looks good enough to me. So what you want to do is press this middle button, and this will render it fully to where you've saved it on your computer. And that wraps up pretty much our beginner tutorial. Hopefully it helped you to get started with helping out with Cinema 4D. I'll catch you later. This has been Beesen on BeesenDesign, and catch you later.